know it's never ending. Round and round and round you go, dancing like a puppet show. Just a simple yes or no. Thousands watching wanna know the truth. I guess there's too much to ask. Like why Biden was at the Lincoln Memorial without a mask, huh? Can't believe what I'm seeing now. Got everyone thinking now. Just how much you get paid, only just to hear you say.
We'll circle back with you.
Circle back.
I'll have to just circle back with you.
Circle back.
I'm happy to circle back.
Circle back, only just to hear you say. In the beginning, we tried giving you a chance, but it seems intimidating if reporters start raising hands. Is it better if we send you the questions far in advance? Honestly, all we really want is answers about your mans. Does the fence around the Capitol means it's for securing borders? With Harriet Tubman on the 20, who can we expect on quarters? If Trump decided to sign this many executive orders, will you consider him a dictator or truly support it? We wanna know. Can't believe what I'm seeing now. Got everyone thinking now. Just how much you get paid, only just to hear you say.
We'll circle back with you.
Circle back.
I'll have to just circle back with you.
Circle back.
I'm happy to circle back.
Circle back, only just to hear you say. Alright, Jinsake, you're the blunt of the joke, but this message for anybody I see still fake woke. We see the strings of the vision that you all constantly stroke, and the fist full of propaganda you shove down our throats. Boy, I miss the days when we used to have Kaylee Mack. When they rapid fire questions, she would counterattack. How does it feel to know that we all caught on to the act? Let me guess.
But I will have to circle back with you on that as well.
Can't believe what I'm seeing now. Got everyone thinking now. Just how much you get paid, only just to hear you say.
We'll circle back with you.
Circle back.
I'll have to just circle back with you.
Circle back.
I'm happy to circle back.
Circle back, only just to hear you say. Yeah. It's gonna be legendary right here, man.
Let's get it.
Word. My people perish for the lack of knowledge. I'm just here to bring the facts. I'm not worried about your feelings. It's the way that y'all react. It goes way beyond the killings. Y'all can focus on the bad while I keep being the realest. Got me looking at the stats, trying to find out what the deal is. Take a look at DOJ, murder rate and what they say. 52% on homicides, like we ain't taking vacay. They sad. I don't get it. Then you blame it on your payment. No, it's not. You just ignorant. You the problem. Just admit it. Tired of us going through this cycle. Blaming others means you in denial. Situations getting dire, this is vital. So it's time for us to crack open the Bible and get back to the truth.
Yeah, I know you ain't gon' like it. Yeah, I know you ain't gon' like it.
Some of you ain't got a clue.
Heaven knows that I'm fighting. Heaven knows that I'm fighting.
Get them back to the truth.
A black liberal ain't nothing but a house Negro. I said it. I just said it. Drop the bomb. Boom. A black liberal ain't nothing but a house Negro.
See that nonsense stretching, found up in the comment sections. Off a limit, calling it progression. All you wanna do, follow deception, no direction. See the scope, it's TT and dope. Every argument will go past yours, and why they're feeding us like goats. See now, only gonna find the way truth into lie. Knowing about it, but taking two from the fight. Maybe you don't make it out doing right. They'll kill you and they will it suicide. Whistleblower, just some you're just a voter. Never wanted you to be a pistol holder. Every candidate been a joker. Oh no, sir.
Tired of us going through this cycle. Blaming others means you in denial. Situations getting dire, this is vital. So it's time for us to crack open the Bible and get back to the truth.
Yeah, I know you ain't gon' like it. Yeah, I know you ain't gon' like it.
Some of you ain't got a clue.
Heaven knows that I'm fighting. Heaven knows that I'm fighting.
Get them back to the truth.
Y'all so pressed but master to swear up and down that Black Lives Matter and that y'all need Master and Master need y'all. I don't need nothing from nobody. I got Jesus, baby.
Banger, 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 gotta bang. We the ones that put the words that's scrolling out in outer space. You don't want a war with stars, we all a problem, we the gang that took over these coordinates, don't bring it our way.
Fire, fire, better retire. On the job, ain't no one higher. High up, see the hardest drivers. Galaxy brightest, alien siders. Out in the field, we left them signs in. This is seismic, broke that ground, that's why we signed up. Zodiac signs ain't no one
I'm a
better.
desperado, double with no next to follow. Time I give them extra throttle, but I never need to flex it. Better when you exit, we shine like Apollo. And I got a whole list of accolades, I'm feeling like Milano. No rappers have got the motto, ayy.
Fire, fire, burning all through my veins, aiming higher and higher. Enemies know my name.
Banger, 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 gotta bang. We the ones that put the words that's scrolling out in outer space. You don't want a war with stars, we all a problem, we the gang that took over these coordinates, don't bring it our way.
This that make them wanna bounce. Tag them, bag them, going dragging, racking up the body counts. Breathing fire on my rivals, melting every single rifle. Burning cities to the ground, most are dead upon arrival.
Going down must be your FICO, no we're going at you like a hypo.
Allergenic, venomous viper, killing it sniper, in your vitals.
And echoing like a rhino, or etching them like a vinyl.
We unidentified flying in space force, you know the title. Ay.
Fire, fire, burning all through my veins, aiming higher and higher. Enemies know my name.
Banger, 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 gotta bang. We the ones that put the words that's scrolling out in outer space. You don't want a war with stars, we all a problem, we the gang that took over these coordinates, don't bring it our way.
Just give me 30 seconds, man.
This that make them wanna bounce. Tag them, bag them, going dragging, racking up the body counts. Breathing fire on my rivals, melting every single rifle. Burning cities to the ground. Most of this that make them wanna bounce. Tag them, bag them, going dragging, racking up the body counts. Breathing fire on my rivals, melting every single rifle. Burning cities to the ground, most are dead upon arrival. Woo!
I don't think you've gone this deep, even when you're falling asleep. I don't think you've gone this deep, even when you're falling asleep. You fall asleep, you fall asleep, you fall asleep, you fall asleep.
We record while you snoring. Never been about that Taurus. We snapping on tourists. We play to win, better forfeit. Stun gun singing like chorus. We landed in Florida, still in the middle of the forest. You better run like Forrest. Every bar gold, that's oral. So glow, the aura. When I go to girl Dolores, we skirt off to Lauren. Back to the future, we travel. We zoom into planets, we moving, we out. Yeah, passing you humans, we zapping you losers, bananas, we shooting, no doubt. Yeah, nobody even come close. Beating the odds with my bros. We're the squad and you know. Gone with no rappers, I've gone. Oh no.
I don't think you've gone this deep, even when you're falling asleep. I don't think you've gone this deep, even when you're falling asleep. You fall asleep, you fall asleep, you fall asleep, you fall asleep.
Hey, that's my cue to come in. Slept on us too long, now you off it when the coming. Closing up the shuttle, 3, 2, 1, we're launching. Into outer space, blasting right past your assumptions. Slinging hammers with the boys, veteran we making noise. Thicker than the fattest cores, deeper than the hemorrhoids. Elevated people boys, get the power from the source. Danger, 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 danger. Turning back is not a choice. Y'all can't go. Look.
I don't think you've gone this deep, even when you're falling asleep. I don't think you've gone this deep, even when you're falling asleep. You fall asleep, you fall asleep, you fall asleep, you fall asleep. I don't think you've gone this deep, even when you're falling.
Yeah. Ryan's in here too. He's silent though.
Yeah. This one for my exes, came from different bases, traveling them places, yeah, conquering the nations. Ain't no rocket science, but chemistry what made us. Keep on dropping hits till they know we the greatest, yeah. Everything is alright. In the studio, we be all night. Everything is alright. In the studio, we be all night.
We been flying, look out, beat though. People trying, too much ego. I can take them out solo like Greedo. We been flying, look out, beat though. People trying, too much ego. I can take them out solo like Greedo.
Close, never been an iota. On another level, top floor, below us. Ultra light beam me up, deep glower. Better retreat from these space force. Close, never been an iota. On another level, top floor, below us. Ultra light beam me up, deep glower. Better retreat from these space force.
This one for my exes, came from different bases, traveling them places, yeah, conquering the nations. Ain't no rocket science, but chemistry what made us. Keep on dropping hits till they know we the greatest, yeah. Everything is alright. In the studio, we be all night. Everything is alright. In the studio, we be all night.
We been flying, look out, beat though. People trying, too much ego. I can take them out solo like Greedo. We been flying, look out, beat though. People trying, too much ego. I can take them out solo like Greedo.
Never been an iota. On another level, top floor, below. Ultra light beam me up, deep glower. Better retreat from these space force. Close, never been an iota. On another level, top floor, below. Ultra light beam me up, deep glower. Better retreat from these space force. Space force. Space force.
Around the globe, we can do this backwards, killer flick, let him know. Let him know.
Yeah.
Got another one. Yeah.
Everybody hate Chris.
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 They hating on my face.
They hate number face.
They hate me for my fam.
They hate me for my family.
Now they hating on my faith.
Now they hate number face.
But they made me what I am.
But it made me what I am.
They hate me cause of Trump.
They hate me 'cause of Trump.
What they gotta do with this?
What they gotta do with this?
But it really go to show.
What it really gonna show?
They everybody hate Chris. Think you know who I supported? Biden, no Trump, a debate I avoided. My vote this election I never reported. Cause Jesus, my family, my job was important.
Way more important.
Now I'm trending on Twitter, all because some actors chose to be bitter. Refused to fulfill my role as an avenger for Biden's campaign, so they say I'm a quitter. I don't bother what the herd say. I'm not involved in politics in the first place. But if you really want to talk about a story, then you really need to worry about Hunter and his drug face. Cause I heard what they found on that hard drive when I've been chilling, getting busy on the par 5. Going fishing, tending to my farm, live a very simple life, and they still give me a hard time. What's crazy is it started all randomly, attacking who I am and my belief in Christianity. I pray to God that he helped me with my sanity, cause every single day I'm losing faith in humanity. Making my wifey go crazy and act up. Robin and Marka, I appreciate the backup. If this continue, I may need to pack up. My life as I know it, then lead till they slack up. And since my church is conservative, now they hating on the way that I prefer to live. Calling me a supremacist, quite interpretive. I swear I do the most with emphasis on the superlative. I became a target for your hate. This won't only happen when you're great. Guess I consider my fate. In the end, though, I'ma be straight. Everybody hate Chris.
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 They hating on my face.
They hating on my face.
They hate me for my fam.
They hate me for my family.
Now they hating on my faith.
Now they hating on my face.
But they made me what I am.
But it made me what I am.
They hate me cause of Trump.
They hate me 'cause of Trump.
What he gotta do with this?
What they gotta do with this?
But it really go to show
What it really gotta show?
that everybody hate Chris.
What? Wow. Space Force, wow. Space Force, through your tape, we fast forward. We came through that time warp. Your foreheads look like warp. Everybody look confused, huh? How do we make these moves, huh? How do we always improve, huh? No, we ain't nothing like you. We on top cause we don't stop and all we do is gradual. Everyone's so grouchy cause they puppets and we animals. We don't whine, we just break bread with the team, holy mackerel. Know us, and we reign in better grab a boat.
We a different breed, talking alien. Survivor of the fittest and we play to win. Grab another bounty and get paid again. Then we fade into the dark like a gradient. Dark like a gradient. Dark like a gradient.
Space Force, through your tape, we fast forward. We came through that time warp. Your foreheads look like warp. Everybody look confused, huh? How do we make these moves, huh? How do we always improve, huh? No, we ain't nothing like you. We on top cause we don't stop it.
Deep state. You be quiet, deep state.
Welcome to Plausible Foolishness. I am one of the two kings of the Rube Empire. I'm the Philosopher King. The Ivory Tower. The Mad Scientist Matt. And I've got a perspective on things. And with me, the kick-ass Duke, the producer, the right hand of the kings, Dusty.
Yeah. Dusty.
What's up, dude? How you been?
How are you, brother? Good. It's been a fun night.
Yes. Yesterday was your son's birthday?
Yesterday was my son's birthday, so wasn't able to make it. Sorry, everybody. Tried to make it back before the show started, but things did not go as quickly as I had hoped at the restaurant.
Where'd you guys go?
So we went to a hibachi grill in Mount Dora.
Hibachi grill. Delicious.
Yep.
I love it.
My kids love fire.
Fire and deliciously cooked meats and noodles and rice.
Yep.
And yum sauce.
Can't do the yum sauce.
Why not?
There's dairy in the yum sauce.
You poor.
They use a heavy.
You poor bastard. Yum
What can I
sauce. Yum sauce is like the best part.
Well, that's why they call it yum sauce instead of just yum.
It's freaking delicious. Anyway, I'm sad for you. I'm just sad for you. Normally, I'd be like, oh, dairy. Why are you so intolerant? You bigot. But
Pretty ice cream, desserts,
yeah, man.
chocolates, stuff like that.
But in this case, I'm just sad for you because yum yum sauce
Yep.
is so good.
Makes
Anyway,
everything better.
You ready to give the State of the Kingdom?
Let's get this done. We got a lot to roll through, and I'm really interested to talk about our last article tonight. So
All right,
that's going to be fun. So Starbucks is, we all know, is very on the woke side of things.
No.
They like to promote their liberal agenda as much as possible.
Yeah.
But they are fighting one of the most liberal things out there, a union. And a union just started in New Jersey. And there's 2 more that have also put forth paperwork to start a union as well. So I wonder why Starbucks doesn't want unions. Anyways.
Maybe they view... Maybe they're not really as... I don't know.
Woke?
Yeah, maybe they see all this crap, all this woke crap as a means to further enriching themselves. I mean, I don't like if they were just straight up capitalists, I wouldn't blame them. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I
wouldn't blame.
I don't know exactly how I fall on unions. In many
I usually
ways,
tend to say.
No, go ahead.
I usually tend to say that unions hurt more than they help. More often than not.
Yeah, that's what my thought is.
Cases. Not in all cases. Some cases, unions can be helpful when fighting against egregious working conditions.
Sure.
Like Amazon, for example. Unions have actually helped make that job a little bit more tolerable, a little bit more less slave labor.
Yeah.
Still. Smollett was convicted of staging a hate crime against himself and lying to police.
Duh. We all knew that was going to happen. If
another verdict comes out.
Yeah, if justice can be found in America, we knew that would happen.
Yes.
And
should happen.
Yeah, should, exactly.
Where's the other one? More countries have pulled their ambassador delegations from the Winter Olympics. China threatened the United States in that they said, that's fine, but hey, you companies that are coming to film this and support this and things like that, why don't you step in and say something? Essentially saying, if you don't do this, you don't get our money.
Mm-hmm.
So, political shots are being fired. So, that's always fun.
It's so weird.
Biden was on a 90-minute phone call today with Putin regarding the troops and armaments building up on the Ukrainian border. Ukraine has petitioned the UN and to join. And I think this is Putin's way of trying to strong-arm Ukraine into not joining the UN and rather join the Warsaw Pact. So, yeah, I think Russia, Putin, wants Ukraine back in the worst possible way.
Oh, for sure. I mean, their invasion of the Ukraine, not too long ago, is all you need to know.
Let's see. Don't see anything else really happening. Was there anything else that you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, I think it's time for an Epstein update.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay,
Another Epstein update.
So first off, on Wednesday, the trial started very late because a juror had substantial train issues, according to the judge. That's all they said.
Wait. Substantial train issue?
Yes.
You mean training issues or
No, train? Just train. Substantial train issues. That's all they said.
Actually, you mean automobile? Because who rides in a train? What?
They're in New York City, so the subway is a
okay.
train.
Right. Yep. Got it. All right. Say no more. New York City. Got it.
Yeah. Well, my question is like, are these jurors going home?
Yes.
Like
they
this
are.
is a. Jeez, how is that happening in a trial like this? I feel like this is a very important trial. Maybe I'm the only one. But anyway, on top of that, today, about an hour into proceedings, the case was abruptly suspended owing to an attorney who had fallen ill and required medical attention. Oh, okay. Just after a morning break and less than an hour into testimony, the jurors were told to go home. And the judge, quote, said, "We have no reason to believe it is COVID related." So they're expecting for things to resume on Friday morning. But what's interesting is that the witness for today, well, two things. First off, the prosecution announced that they would be resting their case like 2 weeks early, and leaving some witnesses off the. They're not going to call some witnesses that they had on their list, which is surprising.
Why? Redundant?
They have not said why.
Okay.
And then witness who is testifying under her own real name, which is interesting. She's scheduled for tomorrow, if the trial is able to resume. So okay, when I say 2 weeks early, that's speculation on how long they thought this trial would get. So they're just resting earlier than expected and calling fewer witnesses than were on their list.
Gotcha.
But still, they were expecting this to take weeks. So they were expecting it to wrap yesterday, and this witness, and then the trial gets postponed because of an illness that requires medical attention, and could be totally legit, and it could be total crap, and I don't know what's going on, but they were able to get one witness to testify, a paralegal with FedEx, who verified a number of invoices for packages sent by Epstein in 2002, and they appeared to be packages mentioned by an earlier witness, Carolyn, who testified under only her first name, one of which she claimed contained lingerie from Victoria's Secret. She was 14 years old at the time. And she testified to years of underage sexual encounters with Epstein with Maxwell's knowledge, and claimed that Maxwell herself groped her in the massage room of Epstein's Palm Beach estate. Now, the invoices did corroborate her memory of receiving packages from Epstein, but which was a win for the prosecution. But and it's also a win because her credibility had been dinged a bit, because The defense presented several instances where her story had changed over the years, and so that was good that there was corroboration with these invoices. But unfortunately, the invoices show that none of the packages for Carolyn were actually sent by Maxwell. So it doesn't necessarily tie her, at least with those packages, to it. But
Yeah.
But so what?
The connotation's there, but there's no direct evidence tying her to these packages.
Yeah, I mean we're getting into.
So she gone out, shopped for them, and then shipped them to Epstein and whatnot, knowing what they were used for. Then that would be slam dunk. But it's once more circumstantial.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've got a couple articles to go after we're done wrapping up with the Epstein.
Yeah, that's about it. We're just looking forward to Farmer's testimony, and then the court is going to take a break Monday through Wednesday and pick up on Thursday for whatever reason. And that's it, yeah. Hopefully the testimonies have been more than just he said, she said. Oh, also another thing is there's a Twitter account called the Ghislaine Maxwell Trial Tracker that has been following the case very closely and tweeting about it. And they got kicked off of Twitter. The Twitter claimed that they were they were artificially amplifying information, whatever that means. But they were the biggest. There's several accounts that are tracking this trial, but it was by far the largest, and it was all organic, and that's probably, I mean that just seems like a slam dunk reason to cancel them, because you can't have this stuff.
Yeah, how dare you be more popular than the ABC, NBC, CBS, who are paying to be popular?
Yeah, or how dare you, report on this trial that that the government wants us to keep quiet. So, but the good news is that after a much outrage, they're back online, so that's cool. But it's still like, that's just ridiculous. Well, they were artificially amplifying information. What does that even mean? What does that mean?
It means that they were talking about it, and lots of people were listening to it.
Yeah.
And Twitter and all them, they don't like that. Yeah. That's no.
For sure.
That's no.
Ridiculous.
So, speaking of that, Amazon got hit with $1.3 billion fine for antitrust laws.
Wow. So,
yeah.
like what
they got fined
1/100th of Jeff Bezos' wealth?
Yeah, something like that. It's still a lot of money. It's not a small amount.
No.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it essentially, Amazon was really strongly pushing for people that sell on Amazon to use Amazon delivery service. And instead of using FedEx or UPS or any of the other delivery services, they were essentially just pushing people into, you have to use ours.
Yeah.
So, ours alone.
Yeah, that's...
So they got...
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one that you might find interesting is the governor of California wants to make California a abortion sanctuary if Roe v. Wade is overturned, to where the state of California will pay for women's hotel rooms and possibly even the doctor's appointment for people that come out of state to California to have an abortion.
With what money? They're bankrupt.
In more than one way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Morally and fiduciarily.
Yes. They are bankrupt.
Jeez.
That's
That's
absolutely disgusting thing.
Yep, totally. But you know, what are you surprised out of? How is that surprising out of California? They're
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, it's par for the course.
Yeah.
When it comes to California.
For sure. All right. Let's hit up the topic for today. Welcome to the Gunshine State. Huh? I love that title. The Gunshine State. No, not those guns. Not those pea shooters.
Boom!
All right. So I've got this article from Florida Politics. It says Gunshine State falls behind. So apparently we have where we're known. Florida is known as the Gunshine State because we have a very high amount of our population that has concealed carry permits, right?
I think we're highest in the entire country of people that are concealed carry.
Yeah. According to this article, we have of the 21.5 million residents as of 2020, nearly 2.4 million civilians have concealed carry permits as of the end of August. That's a lot.
Sounds about right.
That's a lot. That's 1/10 of the. It's over 1/10 of the population. So
okay,
good on you, Floridians. But the Gunshine State falls behind. Effort to make Florida next constitutional carry state returns, and I freaking agree with this. We are falling behind. It's great that we have all these concealed carry permits, but you know what's not right? What's not right is being charged money for a license to exercise your constitutional right to carry a firearm.
Correct.
There should be no requirement for a permit to use your constitutional right. So
correct.
Pro-gun groups and Rep. Anthony Sabatini, who, I mean, at least in this instance and probably in many others, I hope, he's awesome. In this particular discussion pertaining to gun rights, you know, he's great. So pro-gun groups and Rep. Anthony Sabatini are bringing the constitutional carry debate back to the table for the upcoming legislative session. Sabatini, a Howie in the Hills Republican, filed legislation HB 103 Wednesday that would remove requirements that people obtain concealed carry permits to legally carry a firearm. Constitutional carry laws allow law-abiding citizens to practice open and concealed carry, which is freaking fantastic. You know, we've been on the wrong track. There's a guy, Matt Collins, Florida gun rights director. Matt Collins says Florida's on the wrong track. Florida is currently behind when it comes to gun rights. Collins says this year saw 5 states pass constitutional carry laws, raising the number of constitutional carry states to 21. There are 21 states that have constitutional carry, and Florida is not one of them. How? This is according to Collins Group. Sabatini's bill would add Florida to the list, and apparently Sabatini has been filing this bill over and over and over and over again since he got elected.
Good.
That's awesome. And like
good for him.
We had talked about this. I had looked it up, and there was one in February, and it went to this committee, which we're going to talk about, and got rejected. But there's more to the story this time around. So this is back to the representative. He tweeted this. This bill eliminates the unconstitutional permit program, which requires law-abiding Florida citizens to ask the government for permission and pay money before carrying a firearm. It also allows for open carry. He's absolutely right. I mean, he's saying exactly what I just said. So we're of like mind.
Solves another issue.
Yes.
One of the problems in the state of Florida, and this is actually more common than most people realize, is if you're a concealed carry, you got your permit, got your gun, all that fun stuff. You're walking through a store, you're concealed, your gun is in your back belt or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You reach up for an item, and your shirt comes up a little bit. The bottom of the gun exposes just ever so slightly, and somebody gets triggered by it. Not actually triggered, just triggered, metaphorically speaking. They call the police. Police find you. You're now charged with a felony for brandishing your firearm because your shirt rode up a little bit.
Yep. Absolute garbage.
Absolute garbage. Trash. There's no exception for this in our state law either, which is frustrating as all get out.
Yes.
There should be exceptions for incidents like that. It's not on purpose, things like that, but
Clearly.
It happens all the time.
Clearly. Deep State's going ham in the chat. First he says, DeSantis wants a Florida civilian state guard. That's insurrection. It's time for a recall. I'm like, no. No.
More like a high five.
Yeah.
Crisp high.
Yeah. Then he says, you can carry a constitution all you want. What's the fuss? All right. I think you've misunderstood what constitutional carry means. Okay,
Yes.
so now... I'll read this. Since his election to the House in 2018, Sabatini has repeatedly filed a constitutional carry bill, which I mentioned. However, Republican leadership has never scheduled the measure for a committee hearing, and the issue met opposition from gun safety groups. Last session's version of the bill was assigned to Neptune Beach Republican Rep. Cord Byrd's Criminal Justice and Public Safety Subcommittee. With redistricting taking place this year, Byrd has been reassigned to lead the state legislative redistricting committee. McClenney Republican Rep. Chuck Brannon, a retired Baker County chief investigator and former deputy U.S. Marshal, has replaced Byrd at the helm of the Justice Subcommittee. Matt Collins, the director of the gun group, accused Byrd of killing the bill at the direction of House Speaker Chris Sproles. And Collins goes on to say, now that anti-gun Representative Cord Byrd has been removed from his position as Criminal Justice and Public Safety Committee Chair, it is the perfect time to allow constitutional carry to have a hearing and vote. In June, Sabatini tweeted he would file the bill again after Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed a constitutional carry law in his state. Meanwhile, here in Florida, anti-2A Republicans in the legislature refused to allow my constitutional carry bill to move forward, Sabatini wrote. If approved, the bill would take effect immediately. Florida Gun Rights considered the proposal its top legislative priority this session. That's that group that Matt Collins runs. And the National Association for Gun Rights is similarly promoting the bill. Committee meetings for the 2022 session begin Monday. The 60-day legislative session opens January 11th. So, as early as January 11th, we can have this, and then adding to this, this is from September 15th, apparently. Okay?
Yeah.
So, this has been around for a while. And I just saw a tweet today from Sabatini responding to DeSantis saying that he would sign this bill. Apparently, he wrote an official declaration saying that he would sign the bill if it was okayed by lawmakers. So,
it's called an intent to sign.
Yeah, intent to sign. There you go. So, that may be just That would just be the icing on this delicious, delicious Florida cake. Since, you know, in that we've been building the past couple of years. There's still more that we could do.
So there's still going to be issues that are going to come up. There's going to be the idiots that strap a AR to their back and walk around Publix, or
Why is that idiotic?
You know, things like that. Because it's going to cause issues. Because you know who the man. I wish Ray was here.
So you mean
liberal logic?
So you mean. So, but it's not idiotic for them to wear the gun on their back. What's idiotic is the people who will freak out about it. That's what's idiotic. We need to normalize gun culture.
Because they don't. Exactly. They're going to freak out about this. They're going to be calling police, going, "There's an armed gunman running around Publix," when there is no armed gunman running around Publix. It's a person shopping with their firearm.
Yep.
And I just see a lot of that happening because the liberals out there and the people that don't pay any attention to the news, politics, whatnot, are going to freak out, and it's going to take forever for people to normalize people carry guns.
Yeah. Well,
people carry guns now. You can see
that is something to think about. But my question would be, we already have 21 states with constitutional carry. Has that really been a problem? Oh, looks like we lost him. Let me fix that. Sorry about that, folks. No worries.
That was my bad.
Did you hear my question?
No, I missed it. I'm sorry. What was that?
That's okay. I said, so it's the constitutional carry is, we learned, is in 21 states. Has that really been an issue?
I'm sure it has been in some smaller whatevers where the police come out and you have to wait there and this person's ranting, "Oh, I'm gonna kill them."
Sure.
And the police have to go, shut up.
But it's not a rampant...
Just shut up.
It won't be a rampant issue. You know?
I don't think it's going to be as bad in Florida, but there's going to be areas where it is an issue. Jacksonville, Miami.
Sure.
But, possibly even parts of Florida.
Well, those are all parts of Florida. You mean Orlando?
Or, I'm sorry, parts of Orlando. Yeah. Excuse me. I meant to say, yeah. But there's still going to be places where you cannot carry, such as Disney, where Disney flat out says you're not allowed to carry firearms, bring firearms, have firearms.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll kick you out of the park if you do. Now, that's their right to say, hey, you can't bring that here.
Yeah, it's
and there's going to be a lot of places. Exactly. There's going to be a lot of places that say you can't bring that here. Walmart's one of those that under no circumstances can you bring anything in here. Yeah, exactly. It's a big eye roll, but it is what it is. Publix has signs like that too.
Mm-hmm.
But those are all private businesses that say, hey, just not here. So, yeah. But when you're out and about and whatnot, yeah, go right ahead. And if you have a concealed carry,
head on over to Win Dixie, and they're the beef people anyway. So,
and if you have a concealed carry, you can still conceal.
Well, you can conceal whether or not you have a permit. You can open and conceal now, if constitutional carry comes through. So,
correct.
So they don't want you to open carry, but you can.
They don't want you to open carry.
Yeah, but then then if you're in, the whole shirt writing issue still is in effect if you You know, if like an employee sees you, you know,
Yeah.
with concealed. And, you know, like at Disney, they have metal detectors everywhere, so you're not getting in.
Yeah. Disney, SeaWorld, Universal, they all have metal detectors you have to go through before you can even enter the park.
So unless you have a 3D printed gun and you use the new experimental plastic bullets that the government is designing. Have you seen that?
Well, even then, the jackets are plastic. The bullets are still metal.
Yeah, true.
So it's still, yeah. But very cool stuff where the casing actually completely burns away. So
okay, I didn't even
it's
know
very
it
cool.
burned away.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
supposed to
like
lighten
tank rounds.
It's supposed to lighten your load like considerably. Yeah.
Yeah, by almost 20%, I think it is. And what happens is when it fires, it's made of a special resin that burns itself away that helps add to the charge. So you actually have a higher compression with a higher bullet speed. And so you don't have this ejection of
Casings.
cartridges.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very similar to tank rounds.
Okay.
So when they put the tank round in, boom, nothing gets spit out because it all gets spent.
Interesting.
The only issue with that is you can't reload that.
Yeah.
So it's once fired, it's done, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no reuse. But definitely a cool ammunition.
For sure.
We're going to get in trouble for talking about guns.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
all factual stuff. I mean, you can look it up. The newer guns, they're still doing experiments and whatnot. The government has not settled on which firearm they're going to switch to, but they are switching to this new ammunition. So that is a plus. You also don't have an issue of when you fire with these new weapons, they leave, round residue everywhere. Or the older ones have round residue everywhere, so you can see where somebody was posted up and whatnot. That you don't have that anymore with this complete burn of the ammunition.
Well, that'll make it
kind
harder
of cool
for,
in that way.
That'll make it harder for, like,
investigators.
Crime scene investigation and whatnot. In some ways.
Well,
I mean, there'll still be the bullet holes and stuff, but
yeah. And this is supposed to be completely military. The public's not allowed to have this yet. And the ammunition is honestly pretty costly at this point.
Deep State says, even many police in the UK do not carry firearms. It's time to bring that policy here for everyone. Yeah, they don't carry firearms, and there's no more murders in the UK. So that's something to think about.
That's not exactly right.
What? Why? Whatever do you mean? Without guns, guns warping people's minds, there would be no murders.
The murder and assault rates in England, even though there's no guns, is the same, maybe slightly less than the United States. They just do it with knives, bricks, acid, cars, whatever else you can find that kill people, sticks.
I don't know about that. I distinctly remember Cain using a firearm to kill Abel, and that it was the firearm that like almost forced him to do it.
Yeah. It was the firearm that said, hey, don't you want to put a hole in that?
I think God likes your brother more than he likes you. You should probably kill him.
Yeah.
Why don't you use me to do it?
Put a hole in that.
Why don't you use me to do it? It'll make you feel powerful. Did you ever see the Simpsons episode where he gets a gun?
Yeah.
He's using it to change the channels on the TV and everything like an idiot. Hilarious. He's using it to turn off the lights. He's just shooting the bulbs as he walks around the house. It's hilarious. Oh my god.
Well, yeah. It's kind of like nailing a nail with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It'll do the job, but
once
it's a lot more than it needs to be.
Yes, for sure. Anyway, that's good news for Florida. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that there's 21 states in the U.S. and I think that's awesome news too. I didn't know it was that many. I knew there was a bunch. I knew there was a bunch.
Really wish.
Go ahead.
Really hope that Florida does that.
1,000%.
And we get some good gun activist groups that come in and start educating people.
Well, and I think with DeSantis's popularity, I don't think the Republicans in the House that have been standing against it, or standing in the way, really, are going to want to oppose him on this.
I hope not.
And then we, if you're a Floridian, what you can do is, write to your representative in your district and say, we want this to happen.
Call them. Call their office.
Send emails.
Hey, we want this.
Write letters. Do all of that. And
bug them.
Yeah, bug the hell out of them.
That's our job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can get into whether, we can get into the philosophy of representative government and whether or not, it's legitimate, but it's still a mechanism that we can use.
Exactly.
So freaking use it.
And should use. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to see change, yeah.
Get active.
Mm-hmm.
Work for that change.
Yep.
Start bugging people. I hate to say this, but I'm pretty well known by my state representative because I call her so often. Call her office, I should say, and tell her what I think about the bills that are put forth and the way I think she should vote. Granted, she has not listened to me yet, nor do I ever expect her to. So, there's that. Yeah, Representative Demings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the philosophical thing about representative government is that she's out there voting on laws saying that she speaks for you, and she doesn't speak for you. You speak for you.
Yes.
Now there might be somebody, and the person that's in there that agrees with me still doesn't speak for me. He's speaking for himself, and I agree with him, but he doesn't speak for me.
Exactly.
And it's
no.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, deep state.
Yeah, we've had that comment before.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin did not pull the trigger. These weapons go off by themselves, and that is proof.
Yeah,
I think you want to look up
that gun
what
just
proof
did
means.
not like the director.
Yeah, I think you want to look up what proof means. And on that note, frankly, you've been watching Plausible Foolishness, the home of the Rube Empire, where the people are free, the taxes are voluntary, and we serve freshly roasted liberal logic every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9:30 p.m. right here on twitch.tv/plausiblepoolishness, YouTube, Facebook Live, Rumble, anywhere you can get a podcast, Instagram, and minds.com. God bless. Peace out. Have a good weekend.
Circle back if there's more I can share with you. I'll circle back with you if there's more to convey. I'll have to just circle back with you. We can circle back with him. I'm happy to circle back with you. I can circle back. I will have to.
It's pretty obvious we all know you're pretending. You have no actual facts for the lies that you're defending. Conservatives not the only ones who find it condescending. The real reason you circle back is cause you know it's never ending. Round and round and round you go, dancing like a puppet show. Just a simple yes or no. Thousands watching wanna know the truth. I guess there's too much to ask. Like why Biden was at the Lincoln Memorial without a mask, huh? Can't believe what I'm seeing now. Got everyone thinking now. Just how much you get paid. Only just to hear you say.
We'll circle back with you.
Circle back.
I'll have to just circle back with you.
Circle back.
I'm happy to circle back.
Circle back. Only just to hear you say. In the beginning, we tried giving you a chance, but it seems intimidating if reporters start raising hands. Is it better if we send you the questions far in advance? Honestly, all we really want is answers about your mans. Does the fence around the Capitol means it's for securing borders? With Harriet Tubman on the 20, who can we expect on quarters? If Trump decided to sign this many executive orders, will you consider him a dictator or truly support it? We wanna know. Can't believe what I'm seeing now. Got everyone thinking now. Just how much you get paid. Only just to hear you say.
We'll circle back with you.
Circle back.
I'll have to just circle back with you.
Circle back.
I'm happy to circle back.
Circle back. Only just to hear you say. Alright, Jensage, you're the blunt of the joke. But this message for anybody I see still fake woke. We see the strings of the vision that you all constantly stroke. And the fist full of propaganda you shove down our throats. Boy, I miss the days when we used to have Kaylee Mack. When they rapid fire questions, she would counterattack. How does it feel to know that we all caught on?